Former Prime Minister Allen Chastanet took to the friendly airwaves of partisan UWP Talk Radio for his first interview since the party was demolished at the July 26, 2021 polls. During the interview on UWP Media, the Miku South MP addressed a number of issues from the former government's policies to the defection of Stephenson King. The SLP won 13 seats with independent candidates. Stephenson King and Richard Frederick, who were also victorious, were appointed to the new SLP cabinet of ministers. Chastanet, who was appointed the leader of the opposition, continues to rebuff criticism that his style of governance led to the party's demise at the polls.
But you know, one of the things that you've said is this story that they were saying.
Yeah.
And let us look at the people who were saying it.
Yeah.
Richard Frederick.
Yes.
Even the same Stephenson King.
Yeah.
Okay. Where are they now?
That's the question.
Have they not been rewarded?
Yeah.
Were they saying it because they genuinely cared about this country? Or there was a plan all along?
Yeah.
You're telling me that Labour would have found it to put Richard Frederick not only in the cabinet, they put him in the Prime Minister's office?
Yeah.
Well, I wish them luck. Maybe they know something that we don't know.
Maybe.
Right? And hopefully it works for them. But let us see.
Let us see. Time will tell, right?
Time will tell.
The former Prime Minister has questioned the sincerity of Stephenson King and Richard Frederick.
Stephenson King, I know we did everything we could.
Yeah.
He clearly had a decision to make. But what I don't like is where he would try to suggest that he did it for the country and he was a patriot.
No.
That's not true. He did it for himself.
Amen.
Okay? And I think that it would have been more honest in his part to have said that I've reached a point with United Workers' Party that I cannot give it the level of commitment. And
I'm moving on.
And move on.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay? Because the party changed and he changed. These things happen all the time. But to malign the party, to demean people of this party on the basis of lies, I'm sorry.
For personal purposes.
Personal purpose. And this is where the fortitude within the party has to come.
Chastanet took subtle digs at Stephenson King throughout the show over his divorce from the party on the heels of the election. He also pushed back at the notion that the UWP has lost its way, standing by his attempts at building a new St. Lucia.
United Workers' Party is back stronger than it's ever been before.
I believe
when I hear some people in some very high positions who were held in the highest esteem by United Workers' Party, who have not participated in one meeting since 2007.
No, I know some as well.
And would come and say they don't recognize the party. How can you recognize it?
You're never involved. You're not
involved.
Yeah.
The reality is the spirit of the party never changes. The people do. But the spirit doesn't. This party is as much, and it stands for the same things that Sir John did, that Alan Bousquet, J.B. Bousquet, all the persons that were the founders, Mallet, Henry Giraudy, what they started, the problems are different. The times are different. Okay?
Indeed.
And the party has to adapt. But the reality is the overall goal to see no suffering, to see people prosper, these values remain.
The Miku South MP vows to be vigilant on the opposition benches.
When I'm in the House, I've had a long talk with Bradley.
Yeah.
Is to remember that we represent 37,400 people.
That's right.
Right? That's a huge part of the population of this country. And I don't want people to have the expectation that how the Labour Party performs in the House is what we're going to do. We are going to support the government in all the things that they do well. We will remain vigilant, and we will hold them accountable to the promises that they've made.
Chastanet claims that nothing is going to change on the issue of projects started by the previous administration, despite the friends, family, and foreigners' rhetoric. Joachim Duplessis, HTS News Force.
Sometimes it's easy to have faith when bad things